When I saw that Matt Gaetz was Trump's pick to be his AG, I immediately thought of the Supreme Court's immunity decision, where they ruled that a president is immune from prosecution for things that he has done that have been deemed official acts. If you've got an Attorney General, Matt Gaetz, who is taking orders from President Trump, how does that not fall under the immunity ruling that the Supreme Court has given? Am I wrong in being wildly alarmed?
You should be, but there are guardrails, right? So an attorney general cannot direct the FBI to search a person's home or office. A judge still has to approve a search warrant, right? So that's a good thing. Attorney general just cannot go out here and say, I'm going to indict X person, right? Their evidence still has to be presented before a grand jury, and a grand jury of one's peers still has to approve that indictment before it goes forward. So yes, you should be alarmed. But there are guardrails here. I think the bigger thing here, if Trump goes after his perceived enemies, is the chilling effect that it will have against people who are still serving, who dare to raise their hand and call him when he is coloring outside the lines.
Last word to you, Ankush, because these guardrails, they might be made of like spaghetti at this point, because when you've got schedule left where he could put in people who will actually get an FBI director who will do what he wants, a court system with judges, conservative judges who might also go along with what he wants to do. The only guardrail I hear in there is a jury, a grand jury. Those like regular citizens sitting in judgment.
Yeah. So first of all, you are right about the Supreme Court's immunity decision applying to Trump's dealings with Matt Gaetz. It's concerning, and that is an accurate reading of the decision. In terms of like the guardrails, here's how I would think about it. In any criminal case, any criminal litigation instigated by the Justice Department, a lot of it is going to take place, at least in the initial case, within the Justice Department itself. The decision to open the investigation, gathering the evidence, subject to judges signing off on search warrants and the like, drafting charges, approving them. That has all become much more easier for Trump to control. Then there are the guardrails outside of the executive branch, right? The grand jurors, the trial judges, the appellate judges, things like that. Those guardrails may still be in place. The fact that I would throw out here, which I think maybe give some comfort to some people, let's take hypothetically a prosecution against Jack Smith. Right? Mm-hmm. Given where he lives and works, that prosecution would probably need to be brought somewhere in and around D.C. I think it is highly unlikely that a grand jury would indict Jack Smith on transparently bogus charges, and I think it's practically inconceivable that a trial jury in this region would convict him. That is not a reason we should be sort of cavalier about the risks, but as we go down this path, if that's where we're going, this is going to get more concrete, and we're going to need to be sort of more targeted about it.